My name is Jim Gray. I'm 81 years old. I was married to my wife Moreen in 1963, so almost 60 years, I guess. She died at age 79, 1 week short of her 80th birthday on April the 7th, 2021.
How long has it been since you lost your wife?
April 7th, 2021, so less than a year.
Less than a year. Can you tell me a bit about her?
Yeah, she was diagnosed with ovarian cancer in 2016, and you know, the indications are to most women that if you have ovarian cancer, you're probably gonna live for 5 years, and she was pretty much right on 5 years.
5 years.
And the combination of the cancer, and then she got pneumonia, that was the end for her.
Sure. Can you tell me a bit about herself and her personality and who she was?
Oh, she was a great soul. We were high school sweethearts. We met in 9th grade science class. We both went to Vancouver Tech in Vancouver. And we were married quite young. I was 22 and Moreen was 21 when we were married. So yeah, we had a long life together. Moreen had gone into hospice about 9 days before her death, and we have 2 daughters, one who lives here in Lake Country, Jana, and an elder daughter, Lisa, who lives in Maple Ridge, and they both came and stayed with me as soon as Moreen went into hospice, so we were able to visit together every day. And the staff there is so compassionate and so understanding and so helpful. Really took an interest, not just in Moreen, because, I mean, she was at the end of her life, but making sure that Lisa and Jana and I were comfortable too. It wasn't long after the girls had gone back home to their lives and I was alone, and that's when I phoned to hospice, and I was linked up with a lady named Sean, who was my counselor. I have lots of good things to say about her. She was really helpful, had a good insight into what I might need, and got me headed on the right path. She really opened me up to the point that sometimes I felt guilty that I was still alive. And I'm still here, able to enjoy our family and my grandchildren. And my wife isn't. But those were things that Sean told me were part of my journey. The hardest times are when you are alone, oftentimes driving in the car. Certainly bedtime is a time when you have to cope, but I talk to Moreen all the time, as if she were there, and coping is not easy, but there's things that are available to you, and of course both my daughters have been super helpful, and my neighbors have been super helpful. All the neighbors have been super helpful. My initial thought was, when I was talking with, I believe, Melissa at hospice, that I'm not going to need any help. That was my initial thought, and that's maybe a macho thing, regardless of your age. But as soon as I got started, I realized how much value I was getting from Sean's service, and just the things that she was suggesting to me. And she made lots of good suggestions that I took to heart and listened to. So no question that it was right for me. All the hospice services for my family I could not have asked for more. Sean, I wish I had ever met Sean. She's just, I only know her by the telephone. And she's a wonderful, warm-hearted person, very understanding, and prepared me for a lot of the things that I have gone through and am going through. So kudos to the Hospice Association, and kudos to Sean as well.